Did it go to the Wi-Fi thing?
Yep.
Wi-Fi.
Yep. And then click it. Click the eye. Click where it says password. Okay. So it's 5307. Thank you.
Heck yeah. See, I'm learning a lot. Live. We are live. Hello, testing 1 2 3. We're live. We're doing a test run. If those didn't see, we're doing a yeah. We're just checking things out, hoping. I think it might already be figured out. We got Ryan Bauer here with us. You want it? That's where you want it, Ryan. Right there. Is that where you want it? All right. You know, announcers now. Us announcers, we tend to do that, and so all right. So right there. There we go. Yeah, big night at the Madhouse last night. Booster didn't finish the race. Um, John Holloman won. Bert Myers won. Tyler McDonald won. Billy Gregg won the sportsman race. The points should be out tomorrow at some point, and we'll see where they stand. Here's somebody with a question. I heard there was some DQ last night. Can you please elaborate on that for me? Yeah, there was a few, and there'll be JJ. I am not one to. Some people tend to. That's what they don't mind covering it. I ain't a big fan of promoting or announcing. It's part of the job. It goes with the territory. But ever since I've been doing any type of radio, any type of show, years before I came to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, I have not even when I wrote for the newspaper at Mobile Speedway, I just sometimes you had to put the driver or whatever D and Q, but there's other people that's covered it and it's out there, JJ. So there you go. There's my Canadian brother, Stephen Johnson. And Taylor, hey Taylor. But yeah, JJ, just don't take that the wrong way. Just you can go back at all my posts and stuff and what have you, and you're not going to see nothing on Talking Circles with Chris Carter presented by J&T Services that says XYZ got DQ'd for DQFY, whatever. So there's that. Uh, so yeah, I appreciate that's Ryan right there. Y'all see him talking. Y'all talk to him, let him know what you're hearing. He has come on. We got Alonzo over there in his normal place. And Ryan has came with his girlfriend, Miss Amy, and he is checking everything out for us right off the bat. The guy sat over there and was like this, and so there was there's that. Taylor, what's up, my friend? We had a good night last night. Very entertaining. Yeah, and well, I want to say there's so much to talk about and to go over, so we'll save that for Tuesday night. But still, all in all, what a night! It was very, very entertaining. And Jonathan Brown and the Crown Vic Outlaw Super Series started in the back, come up and won that race, and getting to go to victory lane with him. We've never got to do that. Uh, Let me see what Tim Walker's saying. Tim, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Just letting you know, October 17th, the Moonshine Festival, we're going to have all the Wing and Arrow race cars there, and we're going to have Ronnie Robbins drive his dad's Charger Daytona Marty Robbins car. Cool deal. Cool deal. There's Nick White. He said, Brian, he said, it sounds good in Egypt. Nick, I'm going to say this publicly. I want y'all to know, just for transparency reason, Nick has he sent $100 to my Venmo for tickets for our buddy last night. I forgot his name. Andrew. Yeah, Andrew Shoemaker. And so that way he can get his tickets anytime. Now he has treatments and stuff like that, but I've got to meet Andrew and his mom tomorrow. I've got T. Dawson's front bumper or something in the car that T. Dawson signed for Andrew. And that's another thing I want to touch on real quick. Thank y'all if you're watching. Just even if you pray for Andrew, that's what matters first and foremost. But how all that came together in just a short amount of time, one post and people shared it. I can't remember how many shares. And somebody said, "Way to go, Chris." Hey, it's y'all. It ain't me. I'm blessed to have a small platform where I can write something and the rest of y'all take over from there. And that young man, if you look on this page, he was really amazed. He was tired, man. He done a lot of walking last night. So I want to share this. We'd made our pit walk, me and Randy Smith and his girlfriend Tiffany and her daughter, and it was Andrew and his family, and we were done. We was over there with Tim Brown, and I'm like telling them bye, and I was looked at Randy. I said, "All right, and y'all have got it arranged for the pace car ride," and they're like, "You just today, don't you?" So leave it to Chris to ruin that. But anyway, Andrew got to ride. We gave him a shout out, all of y'all that was there last night, hooting, hollering, and that was cool. That was cool. All right. So are they saying it sounds good? What does it sound like to you sitting there? What does it sound like to you I want you to listen on your phone too, because I gotta make Brian's here to make sure that our producer is happy. Uh so we met Andrew last night. I hope he enjoys the gifts. Yes, thank you, Dean Levi. Appreciate that, buddy. All of y'all. The Crown Vic Super Series for what they done helping Andrew, everybody, man. It was amazing. I'm just, and y'all, the Bowman Gray family never ceases to amaze me when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I made a big long post earlier. And Ryan, I didn't think about maybe asking you about that. I need somebody to do our website for our His Glory, Their Story Foundation for these kids with cancer. And, that's my second. I got to get that done. And then there's one more hurdle to overcome, which I don't look at them as hurdles. And we will have that foundation up and running to where we can really pick a family, pick a kid, and just, start helping these kids more so. Um, so yeah, yeah. What else? What are y'all doing? We're gonna do some calls here shortly, but I feel like Alonzo's over there listening. Man, look at my sister Tiffany Howell. Oh, Tiffany Howell Brown, Savidra, traction control. Golly, Tiffany, I'll never forget that night, us singing that song. We wrote a song about cat traction control, and that's all it said was traction control. It's the man, me and her. I think it was Michael Adams. God, I laughed so. I think I peed on myself that night. I laughed so hard. Tiffany, I love you. I'm sure Tiffany's Burke Street Pub and Tea Time and Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek. Longtime sponsor of the show, and I appreciate her. Love her to death. Appreciate you. So yeah, I guess everybody's. What you think, Alonzo? What's it sound like in your ear, brother? So I'm relying on all of y'all to let him know and him know what are y'all hearing. I mean, if it sounds good in Canada and Egypt, I mean, it's gonna sound good in America, right? Hey, Steve Stroud. Steve Stroud is the one. He is the one that pressed the alarm. Steve Booster's here. He's trying to clean up. He's taking customers in. He sold 4 sets of tires that don't even make sense, buddy. So I'm not responsible. He's your nephew. So there's that. Let's see here. Sydney usually reads my comments. All right, let's go back up. I'd love for him to drive my car to make a couple. Let's do that, Dean Levi. Let's do that. Let's make that happen. Let's do it. Yes. Yes, yes. Hey, Steve Stroud. Tuning in from New Jersey, trying to get down for a race this season. John Shelley, you have 4 weeks left, my friend. 4 weeks. We have 4 races left. And we all pray that that does not, none of those get rained out. All right. Worm's in. So far, so good. He's one of my friends. Well, y'all know that. But anyway, I called Worm, told him, listen, Daniel, that's how Tracy gets the Rich Hunter, love you, brother. Jaden Cordell, man. Jaden, I have had so many, Jaden, this is a fact, brother. I've had so many people to request you be on this show. Jaden, you got to get with me. I know you're a busy guy on Tuesdays, Millbridge and all that. But even if you go sit in a car and call in, man, now we're going to be testing video calls here shortly. But yeah, there's a lot of people's been wanting you on. Tyler Staley, what's up, my brother? Uh, Dang, Steve said, I done run my mouth, Booster. And Steve said, I'm going to have to put the tires on. That's a big no. And Daniel, there's Daniel. I was wondering where he was. Tiffany saying, hey, Worm. And there's your other cousin, Tiffany, Daniel. He's on there. So, all right. Everybody's saying sound good as of now. It ain't like it's going to change, I hope. Yeah, there's baby girl Jade Marie. That's, yeah, Savannah. That baby, I love that child. Golly. Heck yeah. So, yeah, all right. We're all over the place. That's because this ain't even a real show. But congratulations to all our winners last night. There was some bonehead, stupid moves as usual. But as far as entertainment goes, there's no way if you watched on Flow or if you was there, you were entertained. It was so much going on. Um, yeah, pretty interesting night. Let's see what our buddy from Egypt says, Nick White. I'm just glad I can watch Flow out in Egypt so I can watch the races, although it's 3 a.m. here when y'all take the first green flag. So once again, Nick White, he is in Egypt. He is serving our country. And he explained to me, I said, man, what are you doing there? And actually, it's this come about with Megan Brown, Tim Brown's wife. And I'm going to say it if y'all just tuning in. Nick's one, he sent me Venmo $100 today from Egypt for tickets for Andrew to be able to go to the rest of the races. So, and he figured the 100 would cover it, and I agreed. So, letting all y'all know, transparency reasons, but Nick White, serving our country, sent that for this young man. So, Nick, not only do we appreciate you helping little Andrew out, we appreciate you serving our country. I said, well, you tell all those people there. So, how cool is it that people in Egypt are watching us race? People, our warriors, our people fight for our country there. All right, let's see. Yes, Steve, we're fixing to check. We're fixing to tackle that. All right. Yes, Jaden Cordell, put it down. I think you got my number, bud. If you don't, just message me. Yes, Jaden Cordell in 2 weeks. That will work. Pencil it in. You're going to be there. Tiffany Howell, is there a rule book I can read? Yes, ma'am. If you go to NASCAR.com/Chris Carter rules, there you go. There you go. Thank you for your service, Nick. There you go. Look at our people. We ain't even having a real show and kind of figured. All right, let's do this. Everybody seems to see that what you went in and done before anything was done. He showed Alonzo, bam, 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 bam. That's what he done. And when Ryan reached out to me when I put a post up, and I'm so grateful that he's taking on a Sunday as timeout. I don't even know who's winning Indy. I took Kyle Larson to win. I took Corey Heim to win. I made a couple of top three, top five, top tens, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I seem to feel like once again there's somebody watching us from Egypt who said it sounded good. There's somebody in Canada that said it sounds good. There's somebody in New Jersey. And if I had to, I'd make a text or a call to Mobile. So All right, so we get it covered. Let's do this. Do you want to try the? All right, so I got an email the other day. Eric Messer actually got the same email, and Eric texted me with the thing, and I looked on my email and I had the same one because mine goes to Eric Messer as well. I need to get you on there too, Alonzo. So when we get a call in studio or anything like that, you are aware of what's going on as well. Um, so do you want to do that? You want to run a commercial and just make sure everything. Let's do that, Alonzo. Let's run. We're going to run 2 or so commercial breaks. We'll come back. We got about an hour that we're going to test everything. Uh, at least 30 to 40 minutes. I want y'all to make sure, him to make sure, Ryan to make sure. I want everybody happy. Tuesday, I plan to have some Clay Campbell is going to be on real soon. You know, he's at the stadium with us. He's actually, yeah, I'd say it's safe to say he's our boss. Austin's our boss, but Clay would be Austin's boss. So that's how that works. Time's in the lead, but hadn't pitted yet. Oh, okay. Well, at least that tells me he's got a good race car. There is a chance. So this is what we're gonna do, y'all. We'll be on for 30 or 40 minutes. We'll give the number out. We'll let some people call in and check it. It'll be video call, but I was saying call in studio, it's a new thing with them, so it's definitely be a new thing with us. But I feel like with Ryan here, we're gonna be Tiffany says and Bowman Gray, cost it for nothing. Um, so yeah, let's do 2 commercials or so, maybe 3. Get this call in 4, maybe 4. All right. Hey, thank y'all again for last night, everybody that helped and chimed in and donated and what have you. We're gonna take a commercial break and we'll be right back. Appreciate all of you.
If you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs, it doesn't get more iconic than Pulliam's. Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue has been in business since 1910, which makes them part of the fabric of the Triad area, and their recipe hasn't changed in 114 years. Same barbecue, same slaw, same hot dogs. Pulliam's is located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem, and their hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Come chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with family and friends at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store. Stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them OCC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many of cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
Welcome back. Talking Circle with Chris Robertson about AT&T Services. We are live, I guess. Yeah, we are live. We're 5 Points Tire Auto. Thank you, Steve Stroud, for allowing us to come in. You know, as I sit back like this, Ryan, it sounds better in my headset. It never has sounded bad, but I'm getting crisp, good, what I feel like is a perfect sound in my ear that I like. So, yeah, and that's, you know, that's what I thought those people were hearing. And I mean, a lot of people let us know. Okay, so I just, Kyle Larson hit the wall, dadgummit. Man, Goodyear makes me sick. It's cracking. It's cracking now. It's cracking. Audio sounds crackling, so I'm happy. Said it's crackling. Just started crackling. All right. That's why we're doing this. So now we can figure out what just made it start crackling. Keep talking. What made it start your voice. Yeah, that's
So,
sound isn't good. Keep talking. Kyle Larson hit the wall. Now I'm pissed off. Maybe Corey Heim will win. Congratulations to our winner. Wow. Yes, Brandon, I actually can do sign language. Hungry. What? What happened? So when you're not here, it's Lonzo band to go on free down. You're gone. I can't read these comments without my glasses. It sucks. Yeah, but nothing's changed in my ear. Nothing at all. I mean, still perfect in my ear. So
this The camera microphone while I troubleshoot, they can hear you first.
All right, they can hear me now?
Yeah.
So we're using a camera microphone.
And it's still popping while I troubleshoot.
And we know it is still pumping, but we're using the camera microphone instead of from over there. Although it all runs through there, and we are aware that it is pumping. Let Ryan go over there, him and Alonzo, checking everything out. That's why we done this. That's why we're doing this, so we can get this straight. I want to have Clay Campbell on Tuesday, but almost like your lips move and the sound comes later. You're Chris Lee, Bruce Lee brother. Yes, yes, Chris Lee. I know Chinese. I love Chinese food and Japanese. Yes. Um. So yeah, y'all know the deal. That's why we're doing this. Simone, hey girl. All right, she says she can hear now, and I think what we're aware of once again is going the camera microphone's picking everything up instead of going through the board right now. So we're aware that it's Franklin and what have you. Yeah, we had a long night once again at Bowling Green. Yeah, I was supposed to jump out of that plane with parachutes, but I had to cancel. I had a tummy ache, my belly was hurting, so I shouldn't be jumping out of an airplane. Simone asked Austin what I told him. I was going to jump out of that plane. So you understand, if you can take this out, go ask Austin right now and say, Austin, what did Chris Carter say? How he was going to jump out of that airplane? Oh man, I traumatized you. Transponders. I really like them. There's maybe kinks, but I like the practice times being able to see per transponder where everybody's at. Get to tell the crowd where the drivers are at. You can see, so you get that second practice, third practice. It's almost like when you look at a guy from a cup race and you see that like the medal on the racing, that's just kind of like the same thing. And it helps things, any kind of data, I know they got stopwatches and that, I get it, but everybody's getting the same time from every coach. So there's no, well, I want to be 280, well, I'm going to 115. So that's pretty good. Now, Trenton said the sound sounded better. Well, actually, he said sounds great. Well, once again, we got Ryan over there and the producer, Lonzo. Let him know we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Don't go to work. Don't stay here. We'll be right back.